Somebody just said something about something that happened to them, and I had the same experience. But you know what the reason why I got on here to say something because I was just sitting here thinking about it. I said, since I found out that I'm in loops, I noticed that they all the same. I noticed that all this is the same. Now that I'm in these loops, I'm like, it's just the same stuff over and over again. Yeah. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's just a loop. For me, it is. Loop-de-loop-de-loop. Loop-de-loop-de-loop. You know, I saw a cartoon not too long ago. It probably was a guy talking to me in Looney Tunes. It was like, loop-de-loop-de-loop. Loop-de-loop-de-loop. But what I realized is my leg be killing me. Just rest. I need rest. I ain't going out like my brother Bruce Lee. He been coming through talking to me. He been telling me everything I need to know. He's like, don't trust nobody. Don't trust nobody. But anyway, I'm gonna kill that fly. I'm telling you, they need to make a gun, bro. And if you can aim and kill a fly, well, I don't know if you're supposed to kill them like that. But boy, that'd be a nice gun. Just a little dark gun. Pow. Town up. Your aim be accurate. You get a real gun, but the gun like a real gun, but it only shoot little fake things. You can't change no bullets in. But heavy like a real gun, everything about it real. Pow! Yeah. I might bless the windows. These windows are old. But anyway, I was just listening to her, and I was listening to her experience, and I know the song. That's the same experience I had a few times. I just had it recently, and I'm just now healing from it. And since I've been through it so much, I know where it came from. I knew the people. But I'm telling y'all, I think chosen ones go through them. I think they're supposed to go through them. It's a test. I think the test is how you heal, recognizing your power, and learning how to use your ability. Like, that's what I'm working on now, how to use my ability. Since I'm stuck in it, like, I'm using my ability now to get those who put me in it. It's like, but they was assigned though. It's like they was assigned. It's like we all was assigned to do this, and I'm assigned to spiritually get them back. I'm assigned to spiritually get them back. I'm gonna keep getting up till I get him, cause he a player hater, and I think he was sent here by Beelzebub. Lord. I know a person, y'all. I can't say it out here, but her kid, she old, she old like old folk. That's who I be kicking with. I got you. Did I get you? I knocked him in the other one. But she had like 7 kids, so they all had demon names. Like I saw a few of them did, and I just automatically assumed the rest of them must have had. And I be wanting to ask them, man, what kind of parents are y'all? You know, they kid was ruthless. But anyway, uh, like they kids had real demon names, bro. Like so, I wasn't really just. I'm joking, but like there's people around be like having weird names. But anyway, uh, so this happened to me, and I realized that this test is important And I realized I was running my mouth to some people who attacked me a few years ago. And I realized then I need to watch my mouth. I would call, was into it. And, you know, I got in my feeling. And I was like, oh, burning love, you know. I ain't think nothing about it. The next thing you know, I'm going through all this stuff. And I'm in this house, I ain't with nobody. And I'm like, what's going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? But I already knew because I done experienced this before. I'm going to tell you how I experienced it before. And I was like, you know, forget you and, you know, just, you know, going out. Next thing you know, here I am going through some problems. But the good thing about it is that I experienced it before, and I was able to analyze. And I realized, y'all, we chosen. And I think we just going through chosen things. Like, in my situation, supposed to have been lovers did it to me, and lovers did it to me, and family members, lovers, ex-lovers helping family members did it to me. So I was able to tie it all together. But then I was like, these people they can be wicked, but they ain't this wicked. You know, they ain't this bad. And then I realized, okay, money, let's say money involved. Okay. But still, they ain't this bad. Because they got money, they know they have their own stuff. I was like, what's going on? Then I realized, I started looking at them videos about chosen ones. And a lot of them are very helpful. They were like, chosen ones go through this, go through that. And they got elite videos as well, saying is you are 1%. And it basically talk about that too. You went through this, went through that. And all the stuff it say you done been through is them tests. And it basically, it calms you down, soothes you. It tells you, if you're going through this or going through that, don't feel bad, it just tests us. And who else better to tell you about it when it comes down to a human and they 1%? Because they ain't nothing but angels too. Because 1%, people at that high status, chosen ones are angels, they built different. They built different. Let's just say that they just built different. You can't just go up to him, thank you for the point the gun, do all that extra. You can't do none of that because it's a whole it's a whole fleet behind them that you don't see. It's like breathing air, and it's like something put us in these tests to notice our energy. But the problem is people. In my case, I'm in a loop. I done been through this a lot, and I'm gonna prove it in a minute. I'm gonna prove that how this test just infected me, try to infect me, and how I knew. Because mentally it'll mess you up. Because it's so damaging you can't move. You can't walk, you can't do nothing to you. And then like in my case, I had to do this test. And I had to do a certain part of the test that dealt with me doing a certain thing. And it triggered that main part. And I noticed that people who are chosen lovers does it too. Because I went through that too, you know, a few years ago. And I'm gonna tell that part. So, I ain't got nothing else to talk about. Me and God done planted some seeds, and until God say, do this, do that. God just been, here lately, I just been tired, bro. Cause the upgrade, when you start getting the upgrade, you get tired. You get real tired. But you still ain't, I don't think it's safe to sleep though, cause people still doing magic, you know. The non-sleep part, I don't like it. For me, I don't like it because I feel like I'm in hell or purgatory. Because you can't do what you want there. You know what I'm saying? You got to suffer. It's part of suffering. You got to suffer. You keep doing the same thing, repetition. And you see the water, good water, drinking water. You better not get down there and get it. You better not even think about drinking it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I keep, and God working on that with me. I keep going back and forth like, man, you know what I'm saying? But I know it ain't that. I know it's not that. It's just the test and the fact that they kept me in a loop, which was still understandable, good, because I wouldn't have been able to embrace this moment and teach y'all humbly about this moment, what I'm going through. Because stuff like this make you snap. But the test is based on, to me, for the most part, is giving everything to God And that guy, he like, if you did have to go to a doctor, did you heal fast? And you shouldn't have healed fast, that's a sign. And utilizing your jackets. Now this particular individual that I'm talking about, you already got your wings, so you should be practicing. If you already ain't doing, you probably already doing all that. But utilizing your jacket, like every chosen one got a jacket, bro. And you learning how to use this jacket is, I think, is part of what these tests is trying to show us. You could just use the jacket, and these jacket got all these faces. It's like, I don't want to know if I should say this. I don't want to explain that jacket. I don't want to explain that jacket. Not on this video. I'm gonna have to go to something more anime when I go to that stuff. I tell it another story. But this jacket got everybody in it, whoever done something wrong to you, and whatever gift they had, and then it got other things, it got answered all kind of things in the jacket. You can utilize in the jacket. You want to be a singer? Hey, hey, it's what you call a little jacket. Bring one up here to the microphone. Let me pull these notes out the air. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to get in trouble by God, because I ain't trying to be funny, bro. But that's how this jacket is. That's what I'm getting out of this jacket, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's such on the jacket. I got to fight. Put that on. I got to fight right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's like utilizing the jacket. And it's like, if this is how the chosen with power going to be, and I'm just not touching I ain't even touching the surface. I'm not even at the surface of it. I'm telling you, I'm just now scratching it. And I'm like, this is powerful. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna be a mess with each other. They like the 1%, bro. They just like the 1%. If not greater, you know what I'm saying? In a way, in a good, healthy way. These abilities is unique though. You can find your lover. Ain't no testing the water. You just find your lover through the astro. Whether they want you or not, that's on them. But you find your lover through the astro. I really don't go by the IV thing. I go by things changing on me. And since I done been through 5 lovers that I haven't met, the good abilities of them lovers, I done got to experience in 5 years. But they just went away, you know. I didn't get attached to them. But they gifts and whatever was special about them, I got to share it with them. And I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And but anyway, back to the healing part. Back to the whatever they got going on. So anyway, I was watching these movies, and I realized one movie was a soldier movie. They had these things, they thought they were ghosts, but they wasn't ghosts, and they were using these metal shavings to trap the ghosts. And then I you know, and I realized I saw another movie where they did something where people got like these God energies in them, and that it was only a certain way to stop these people. And I'm noticing in these tests, that is in it. That is involved in it. So it's like they try to stop these people with normal human stuff, black magic of course, and it don't work. That's why I can say, and that's why I want to thank the Tarot community, because that's why I can say you can go ask them readers about me, because some of them test me, but that was even the test, and I kind of like it, because it's like if you start claiming you this and that, they coming for you now. they coming for you. They gonna come with all they got, and I would get hit with everything they got, but it wasn't nothing to it though. You know what I'm saying? And I would go back. That's when I was watching tarot, and I would go back, and they were receiving the message just as fast as I was getting the hit. So I'm like, okay, well that's good. That's all good. That look good. That's good. And it was like, you know, it's fine. You know, it's all fine. So, because all them tests let me know how powerful I am. That's the key. the key is to let you know God is with you. Because we've been living in a world that forgot about God a long time ago, might well admit that. And it's like God is reforming us to believe again, just like in the Bible. So if you start getting these issues and they taking you a long time to heal and stuff like that, they supposed to, and you healing them fast, that's the first sign. You know what I'm saying? But I think they just test. How long they're going to go on, who knows? And time is irrelevant to God. But women and men going through it. And which is a good thing because it's going to strengthen the women up. Now let me tell you my experience with them tests. My first experience with that test, I was with a lover. And my whole body, whatever they put in that stuff, the reason why I was able to stop it right on time is because I done been through it before. I was going to work, working normal, and I take a shower, and I'm putting this stuff all over my body, and I get to work, and it's raining, and all of a sudden smoke coming out of my body was hurting. I'm like, man, what the heck? It was hurting bad. It was hurting real bad. And I done put this stuff all over my body. I couldn't even move. I couldn't move. And I went to work. My job, boy, they worked me. Well, any job I got, I worked hard. I had to work 3 jobs in 1 job. No, I like, hey, I got to go home. They were like, man, what's wrong with you? No, we need you. Yeah, I can't help you like this. I said, I got to go to the house. Bro, I'm hurting. Look at me. Look at my body. My body was blistering up like somebody put me in acid, bro. And I don't know what I did that for. I was trying to wash whatever was on me off. And I didn't think that the love or something had nothing to do with it in the family. I didn't think about that. I just know that now. And I had to go to a specialist clinic. I had to take off from work weeks. And it took them, they never could figure out what was going on. And, but I did. Because the darn person I think did it to me. Like I said, the people that attacked me turn around and try to help me at the same time. They were like, do this. And then you can tell it's organizations, something they don't learn in some organization. And I'm going to tell y'all what I had to do in a minute. So I did the same thing. The same thing happened with a lover a few years ago. And that lover tried to put that on my sex part to make me feel like, you know what I'm saying, like something was wrong with me. They were trying to destiny swap. And they needed me to think vibrational, think I was done messed up so I can go out there and start messing up. But the problem is this stuff. How the hell you get this stuff off you? And you got to change for me, I had to change all my stuff, my cleaning materials, because I wouldn't mess with nobody. If you got a lover, you're going to change your lover probably. Because the lovers literally will sleep with you and put it in you or put it on you. And what it is little crystals, fine crystals, and your skin can't go back. Like, let's say you get a cut in your skin can't go back because these crystals that's stuck inside your skin, fine cut crystals, or aluminum or shavings of metal. The astro call them crystals though, and it won't come in, it won't cut up. Like, I ain't saying this is bad. I think this is all part of the test though. It was all part of a test. I don't know what, if an organization has a code, I don't know. It could have been anybody else. But it's part of a test. And I've been in the loop now, because this is consistently. But see, and the good thing about me is, I put it all over my body one time, and my body was steaming. So I literally, the same person who possibly knew something about it or did do it, said, go, cause I was like, get off of me. Get off of me. Cause something that time was telling me somebody around me was doing. I said, get off of me. So that person said, no, it was somebody at work. They said, bro, that sound familiar. Cut up some potatoes. Or no, it was that person. Cut up potatoes and wrap them all. I said, it's all over my body. They were like, well, you got to go buy some potatoes, put them all over your body. So I went and got some potatoes. And I cut up all the potatoes, and I got the lady that was with me at the time. To put potatoes all over my body, duct tape potatoes all over my body. I went to sleep, baked potato man, bro. I was a full baked potato man going to sleep. Yeah, I had it all over my face, everything, sex parts and all. It was like I came out the house, baked potato man. And I just went to sleep with the baked potatoes on me. You know what I'm saying? And the lady slept beside me, but I didn't know if she was a criminal or not. That's how much of a lover I am. She's still in the bed. She helped me wrap me up with the potatoes. And she's still in there sleeping with me. You okay, baby? I better be for your sake. I don't trust nobody right now. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna hurt somebody I feel bad about it? This is what happens when you live in purgatory, though. But anyway, I got the baked potatoes all around. Got the baked potatoes all around, bro. All over me. Wrapped up real good. And the dude was like, whoever told me about the baked potato, they were like, it's gonna suck that out of you. Matter of fact, I think it was her mama. It's gonna suck whatever out of you. And y'all, when I got up, my body felt so good and looked so good. When I pulled them potatoes off me, it was metal shavings all in them potatoes. The potato was solid black. And if I had the money now, I'd wrap up in baked potatoes. That's how good my skin looked. I wrapped up in baked potatoes all over myself. And I was gonna do it this time. I didn't feel like it because I kind of knew what it was, and I was like, I just need to find out what's in here that I'm using. It. I just throw away everything, and now I'm trying to wait to go to the store so I can just re-get some more stuff and go to a whole different store. I ain't tell nobody what store I'm going to or nothing. Because if I say it right now, if I even whisper, they're gonna go on to that store and they're gonna lock down that whole department, that area, and they're gonna put everything in that store. That's another way I knew it was a test. It's like a world test, bro. Like this test to me is to activate chosen ones. The women and the men. Because I'm telling you, from what I understand, I don't know where I heard it from, but they were like, the world keep getting bad, the chosen one is gonna reset the world. They're gonna build family relationship, they're gonna do things like they're supposed to do it regardless. And everything else around them, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's like domino. Everybody's being binded together. And then the girl that I met, that I came across a long time ago, that I felt I had a part to do it, one of them tests. I asked, she said, oh, it was like I was talking to the demon inside of it. She said, oh, it'll be over soon. She ain't had no reason to say that to me. None. I just asked her, why you do that? She said, oh, don't worry about it. And I said, I think you're doing this and this. And she said, oh, don't worry about all that. It'll be over soon. Quit crying about it. It was almost like she was part of the test. Like, she knew everything that was going on. And she was like, they just test. Don't even worry about it. And that's why I say none of them animals mine, because you see how they take them when I get attacked. I can't be attacked. It's like, they just test. How you gonna react to these tests, basically. But see, I'm stuck in a loop. It might be because it's purgatory thing or whatever, I don't know. Cause I think they really say this is purgatory, like, in the world, like, they really call this area purgatory. That's why I say it. It ain't really got nothing to do with spiritual. It's like, people say this area is purgatory. That's why I say it, you know, because it's like a farm, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I say it. That's why I say what I say. That's why I told y'all, how can I be scared of anything? I'm in the form. And I ain't contaminated in the form. I'm standing strong in the form. You know what I'm saying? It's a farm. This ain't no street. This ain't no hood. This ain't no slum. It's worse than all that. It's purgatory, and it's a farm. So you already know right there. That's it. It don't get no harder than that. It don't get no harder than that. Anything harder than this, I have to die and go to hell. Period. So yeah, that's what it was. Though it was like it's some kind of stuff. But that's why I said when I took them baked potatoes out, I saw it. It was lead all in there. It was so much lead in them baked potatoes. I had them all over my body, and it was black. All of them was solid black. It couldn't have been just from the stuff I rubbed on me. You could tell whatever this was, they've been putting this in my body. They've been putting this in my body. And you could tell whatever it was, it could literally give you cancer over time. So I advise everybody to try it, bro. I had the baked potato. They put the baked potatoes all on me. Shawty put the baked potatoes all on me. Probably with the same one contaminated me, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm in this, I'm telling you, rain came on me. My body, I was so thankful for my body, for God, though, because my body was fighting that stuff. I was like, my body was getting pissed off. It was like, my body was getting pissed off, bro. Who dare do this to me? You know what I'm saying? God know he knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Who dare do this to me? And my body was like, the rain was touching me, and it was so hot inside my body, steam was coming off. And then I was so crazy, I done jumped in the shower. Woo, what I do that for? I'm really burned. At this point, it looked like somebody throw me out the furnace. Bubbling up skin, everything. And as soon as I got that stuff coming, my body started healing rapidly. I was back at work next week. I was supposed to be out of work and everything. I went back to work. I love to work. That's why it's hard for me. If anything, the hardest part for me to do right here is to stay in this stagnated place, in this stagnated state. I ain't really worried about nothing else. I'm used to trials and tribulation. It's interesting to me at this point. It ain't no problem, it's just situations. It's straight. It's straight. But anyway, y'all, but I had a good time though. Understanding what I was going through. I figured it out. I ain't want to go to the doctor. I ain't want to miss no more days than I had to at work. I went to that specialist. They started putting this stuff in my body, and I didn't really like that. And then I did start liking it because it started helping my asthma. That's right. They couldn't find what was wrong with me, but they realized I couldn't breathe at all. They said, "Hey, we don't know what's wrong with you, but you can't breathe." Period. I said, I ain't never been able to breathe. Something wrong with my lungs. They said, how you work? You do all this? I said, yeah. Man, you should have an oxygen tank. I said, yeah, they said I was supposed to have an oxygen tank when I was a child, but I ain't never had none of that. They said, that's amazing, bro. Hey, they said, they told the people, come in here and look at his breathing. That thing wasn't even registered, bro. It was stayed in the red, bro. You know, it got to go up. It stayed in the red. They said, this dude can't breathe at all, bro. I never could breathe. And when I realized I was doing all this stuff to my body, and I realized that I wasn't having asthma attack, I started researching myself, studying myself, and I realized that my lungs was just deformed. It ain't that I ain't got no asthma, it's like they deformed. And I actually think they helped me. It's like they got extra filters or something, I don't know what it is. Because you can't heal it. I saw it. It's like the tube that you breathe in. I looked at it myself. I looked it up myself. I healed myself from a lot of stuff for trying to heal my lungs. Because I was always wanting to play sports and stuff and couldn't do it because of my lungs. And it's like the tube that I breathed in was thick. And it just had a little bitty hole with a windpipe to go through. And it shouldn't have been like that. I said, you can't fix that. That was made by God. So I started talking to God about it. I just let God deal with it. And I realized that all this poison that I've been putting in my body should have been not hurt me, but I just built different. I'm just built different. Same thing with like testosterone and everything. Like when I told y'all I had to, but God said that ain't true though. But I always thought I had to shift air in my body from my testosterone to my brain. But God said it ain't true. That's the way I felt I always had to do though. But yeah, so that's whatever that stuff is, and you go watch that movie, you'll see it. It's like they all it's experimental stuff, but I think it's supposed to be like that to test chosen. How else anybody gonna know chosen? You know, you gotta think about it. Chosen ones can't be just running out here. If you're a chosen one, it's a necessity for the people to know and put you in a safe. As bad as like in my situation, as bad as it may look, it's really safe. It's safe for me and it's safe for the people. If you are a chosen one, they put these tests on it, and I think they're doing it kind of like in my case it's bad because I don't think they're doing it right. But other cases I see that they're doing it pretty good. But they're letting people still live their life, but they testing you as you go. So I think it's straight. I think it's pretty straight. And it's like guy watching you so close. Like let's say you got lovers that want you. You might be interested in some of the lovers. Well, these lovers get caught up with other lovers, and somehow these lovers can't leave them lovers. And God told me them was angels, keeping them demons away from me. So I'm pretty sure it's like that with everybody. So I just let it go. I was like, well, am I gonna get somebody? He said it's gonna have to be an angel, and it gotta be somebody that we chose, basically. So I kind of gave up. I didn't really give up in a bad way on a relationship. I just gave it to God, and if it happened, it happened, you know. Because I get what he's saying. He basically saying the chosen one don't need to be out here making babies. And see, I had already made a baby, and the relationships was getting me in trouble. I wasn't, them women didn't understand the elevation I was at, and I didn't either. So, this is good stuff, y'all. It's real good stuff. Y'all need to take heed of it. I'm glad that Lim said it, because now I can speak on it. And the only thing I really want to say that I think they tested y'all. I think they tested. I'm the only difference between my test and y'all test that I'm loop. I know I'm on loop because I've been going through this a lot. And I know for a fact they had cameras back in the day because people know things about me when I was a child in this house by myself that they shouldn't know. They shouldn't know it. So I was like, how they know that when cameras and phones, I mean, when phones just came out. I'm talking about little microscopic cameras and stuff. They always had stuff like that, I think. Because I ain't never noticed a camera to be in this house. But I do know that they won't change nothing in this house. They'll change all the other houses. They won't touch this. So I just noticed certain things, bro. They just watch you. But I think it's okay, though. Because chosen ones are so protected. It's like the 1%. You think they don't want to be around y'all because they so wealthy and rich. But really, they protecting y'all. But them people are highly protected. And the energy that you don't see around them will kill y'all. And that's what I had to learn in this situation. Would just absolutely destroy y'all. It ain't a person out here who can deal with that kind of energy now. But anyway, that's it. That's all I want to say. And hopefully I'll come up. I think it's a lot of stuff I could talk about, but I'm not gonna do it on YouTube. I'm not even thinking about it because it's a lot of stuff I had to endure that's overwhelming for a person mind to have to take and still be sane like myself, able to smile genuinely and keep my head above the water. And I hope to God one day I get to share it. If not, I'll write about it and put the book out. It'll be a different book from the zoo book though, because it's dark. It's real dark. Things I had to endure, things that I had to accept in my life around me. I had to constantly watch, see, observe, and grow from it, learn from people's mistakes. So, but anyway, peace and love out there, y'all.